Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I'm not going to jabber too much. I just want to jump right into it. We are going to be doing kind of like a mini tutorial, but testing out a brand new eyeshadow palette today. The palette I'm talking about is the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette. Now, when I saw this was going to launch, I can't lie, I was really excited. So excited! I haven't felt inspired by a eyeshadow palette launch in a very long time, at least not since like the Jaclyn Hill palette launched. So when I saw this, I was excited. Now, a lot of people were like, oh, it's just another warm tone palette. And you might be correct, but there are some beautiful pops of color in here. So I was intrigued, and it smells like lemon. Sold. Lemon scent is one of like my favorite scents of all time. I love anything kind of sour and fruity and citrus, so this just called my name. So this was up for pre-order on Amazon. I want to say, when was it? It was like a month ago, I think. You could pre-order it. It was under $12. You get 12 shadows in here, and I was like, I have to have it. I have to have it. So we will be demoing this today. Before we totally jump into the video and all the details, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload videos 3 times a week, but I don't have a set schedule where I actually say like Monday, Wednesday, Friday or anything like that, because it really just depends on product and what I'm reviewing and when things come in, and I don't want to promise actual days just yet. That being said, be sure to hit the bell button so that you're actually notified when my videos upload. And of course, before you go, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it. You guys know the drill. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get started. Today I want to do like a mini spring tutorial. I do have all of like my base makeup on, and I'm just going to go over what I'm wearing on my face, and then we will jump into the eyeshadow. If you want to skip this part, I will put the timestamp down below here on the screen somewhere, so you can skip the chatter and just get right to the eyeshadow palette. So to prime my face, I use the NYX Honey Do Me Up Primer. This is a favorite of mine. This is so good, and it comes with a ton. I have been using this religiously, and I've only used about like a fifth of this. So it smells fantastic, and it just reminds me of spring because of honey, and it looks gold and glowy, and it's just good. For foundation, I use the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation by NARS in the shade L5 Fiji. And then for concealer and to prime my eyelids, I use the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. Wow, that is a long name, in the shade Light Beige number 20. Then, because where I am, it's freezing here still, and I do want to touch on that quick. I'm wearing a sweatshirt again in my video. I don't really like wearing sweatshirts in my videos, but it is so cold in my beauty room right now. I have my UGG boots on. I'm wearing this sweatshirt, and there's still a ton of snow outside. I needed a pick-me-up, and that's what really prompted me to do this spring tutorial. So the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer takes you right back to summer. When I bought this, I want to say over a year ago, I was actually going to Florida for vacation. I brought this with me, and now every single time I smell it, I think of Florida, and it just warms me up inside, and it's so good. So I contoured with this. For bronzer, I use the Honest Beauty. This is the Luminizing Powder in the shade Dusk Reflection. This was sold at Target, you guys. I don't know if they still have this, but it just gives you the most stunning, just very lightly glowy bronze. It is beautiful. To me, I don't say this much, you kind of need to have that in your collection. It's really good. None of this is sponsored, by the way. And then for blush, I use the Wet n Wild ColorIcon in Pearlescent Pink. Again, it just screams bright spring, summer, and I thought it just paired so well with the palette. Looks stunning on the cheeks as well. For highlight, I use the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. I did want to actually incorporate some of my other favorite Maybelline products in this video, so I thought it would be an awesome time to whip this baby out. I forget about this highlighter a lot. It is so good. I like to use this Morphe, what is this, M601 fan brush. And then for mascara, we're going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. And then on my brows, I'm using the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. This is in the shade Medium Brown. If you guys have not tried this, you have to. It is so good. At least give it a shot. It is a dream. It's so good. And it lasts all day. It pretty much lasts until you wash it off. So if you wore this to bed, which don't ever do that. Do not sleep in your makeup. But as long as you actually don't remove it with like an actual makeup remover, it will stay put. It is Fantastic product. And now let's go ahead and jump into the main part of the video, the Maybelline Lemonade Craze eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna look up the actual price on this. Let me see here. All right, you guys, so this palette is $10.99 on Amazon. Now, if this palette rocks, and I really, really love it, just gonna say that. We'll wait till the end of the video. Now, I will tell you this is also available at Ulta. It is $13.99 at Ulta. If you buy this on Amazon, it's $10.99, and if you have Prime, you get free shipping. So you get 12 shadows in here for $10.99 if you buy it on Amazon, $13.99 if you buy it at Ulta. That is still an incredible deal for how many shadows you get in the palette. It has super cute packaging. I love that all the shade names are actually on the palette, if you can see that there. And then if you flip this palette around, it actually gives you like a step-by-step look. So it like walks you through different looks that you can do with this palette, which is super, super cool. And there's even like a shade name key up here. So fantastic. So there's one in here that says for Lemonade Pop, Pink Lemonade, and for Peach Lemonade. Go ahead and jump in. To start off, I'm going to use my Morphe M433 brush. I'm going to dip right into Sherbet here, just as my transition shade. So this is a bit powdery. As you can see, there's some kick up, but nonetheless, whatever. I feel like kick up is kind of the thing with eyeshadows these days. I just want to sweep that all over the lid with a really light hand, just to give something for the other shadows to blend into. Now let's go ahead and dip into what I'm super excited for. I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna dip right into Lemonade Craze, which is that bright yellow shade. So excited. I have plans. I hope that this look turns out. There is a lot of fallout, so be careful with that, but it gets a pretty good amount of pigment, so let's see. I tried to put a lot of concealer on my lids so that some of these brighter shadows would stand out, and I have high hopes for Lemonade Craze here. It is actually quite pigmented. It's very yellow. Pretty true to color as it is in the pan. It kind of goes on the lid almost a little bit more electric. These are very powdery shades. There's lots of kick up. That yellow really is pretty stunning. I feel like if we even would have laid down like a white eyeshadow base, that this would have popped even more. The shades are powdery, but I don't really see any fallout down here or anything, so that's good. All right, so what I want to dip into next, let's go ahead and dip into Ice Pop. Now this one is a lot less powdery. Yes, that is beautiful. Look at that color, you guys. This is so cute next to that yellow. So happy right now because this is exactly what I wanted. Now this brush has like a flat angle to it, but it's fluffy so you can get shadow into the crease. But this is exactly what I want right now. You have to build the color up a bit, but that's okay. Sometimes I would rather have that, I've said that before, than have a shadow that is just so pigmented that if you just lay down, you're like, oh, shit, I just made a mistake. Okay, so far these two shades are blending quite nicely. I'm impressed. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit more. I feel like I'm far away and you're not getting the full effect. Let me zoom you in. All right, there you go. So now you can see the pink and the yellow. This is turning out really cute. Now, I don't know if I want to make that pink any more intense. Do I? Let's do it. Let's just go in just a little bit more into Ice Pop. I just want to work a little bit more into the crease. I am living for this pink next to this yellow. It is so adorable. It just makes me think of summer. Okay, let's go ahead and clean up the brush now. I do want to go ahead and deepen up the outer corners a bit. My favorite brush, you guys, to work on the outer corners is this Lamora blending brush. It has like this flat tip. So when I dip it into a shade, I can kind of just go like this, and it just works perfectly. So I'm going to use Ice Pop again. That's what I want to use, and I'm just going to press that in the outer corners. And then on top of that, let's take just a little bit of this shade here, Old Fashioned. Lightly dab that. I want to try to use as many of the shades as possible. You guys know that I want to give you a rundown of the palette. All right, so I'm satisfied with how this is looking so far. Let's just go ahead and get something all over the lid. I really want to use this shade over here, Main Squeeze. It's like super glittery, and I think it would be fantastic, but I also love the shade Strawberry Lemonade. I can't decide. You know what? Let's do Main Squeeze all over the lid. I'm going to use this flat shader brush here. Make sure to pick up quite a bit of pigment here. I'm going to spray it with some Fix Plus. I already know that I'm going to do that, you guys. I'm not even going to waste my time not. So that is gorgeous. Look at the color payoff. We're almost creating almost like kind of a cut crease actually, but without it, and I like that. So I'm going to take this kind of smaller flat brush here, and I think I'm going to drag on the lower lash line, just on the outer corner. I'm going to use this Coral Punch because it looks stunning. I'm just going to loosely drag that all along the lower lash line, fluff it and kind of smoke it out a bit. And then just to deepen out the outer corners a little bit, I'm going to dip back into Ice Pop with that same brush I was just using and just focus tightly on the outer corner here and just drag it slightly to the center. All right, let's go ahead and highlight the inner corners. What shade should we use? I'm going to go into this shade here, Strawberry Lemonade, this smaller, precise shader brush. I'm just going to work that into the inner corners. That is a pop. That's blinding, girl. All right, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes, and then I will be right back. All right, you guys, so here's the completed look. I have to say I absolutely love this eyeshadow and this eye look that I came up with. It is super fun, super bright. I have really been wanting to get into more bright shades and feel more comfortable with that. And I feel like this palette is perfect if you are wanting to start dabbling into brighter shades, but still have the option to create a neutral look. This palette is perfect for that. There's literally everything in here. You have base shades, transition shades, crease shades. There's, you know, some more neutral metallic shades, bright pops of color. There is so much that you can do with this palette. So to finish off my look, I use the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. And then on the lips, I use the Colourpop Luxe Lipstick in the shade Stone Fox. That is what completed this look. Let me know in the comment down below if you guys now want to try out this palette. Again, I will link in the description box below if you are interested in picking it up. Maybe I'll include this in a giveaway. Let me know what you guys think about that down below. If you made it through this entire video, leave me any emoji that you want. If you're not on a phone and you're on a computer, then leave me a old school smiley face. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in as usual. I do have to say the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette is a total win. And I just realized I never commented on the scent because I couldn't really smell it. I almost forgot about it. It smells very lightly of lemon, you guys. It's not very strong at all. So if you're concerned with fragrance, you can barely smell it. You have to like get your nose like super close. It's nowhere near like the Peachy Mattes palette from Too Faced or the Chocolate Bar palette or anything like that. You can't really smell it. There you have it, guys. That's the verdict. It is a total A+. Let me know again down below what you think about using that palette in a giveaway because I'm really thinking about it because it's really, really good and it's perfect for summer. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye!